It seems in most countries, Primate got released early, but here in the UK, it's just been let out the cage. So should we all stop monkeying around and watch the movie? Or should we leave it locked up and lose that key? Hi, my name's Carl. Today's video we're going to be chatting about the horror movie called Primate, the UK version. What's with the UK part? Well, that's because it's just been released here in the UK. It got released in the United States on January the 9th. This is a movie I've had my eye on since mid-December and was looking forward to giving this one a watch. So we are a little bit behind here, and sometimes this can happen due to marketing strategies, localization, or even physical distribution needs. Who knows, whatever the reason is. While I'm talking, please click on that subscribe button if you can for more movie and drama reviews, and why not get involved in the comments down below and let me know your own thoughts on what you thought of Primate. Thank you. Lucy's tropical island homecoming turns deadly when her family's clever chimpanzee called Ben becomes rabid. With her father away and no help coming, paradise becomes a prison as Lucy and her friends fight for survival against the pet they once trusted. When I first heard about this movie, the first thing that popped in my head was, it's a crazy idea to keep a chimpanzee as a pet in the first place. You're just asking for trouble. That's the first thing that popped in my head. And then I thought about Michael Jackson, who had a chimpanzee called Bubbles. Do you remember him? Pretty much the whole of this movie is shot at one location, and a good chunk of the movie is filmed in one place throughout the night, meaning this is going to be a dark movie. The movie starts off, and as the movie starts off, we go back in time 36 hours, but we soon catch up with the 36 hours around about halfway through the movie. So many times when we watch other horror movies, what normally happens? They go into a building but they leave that door open or something. This is where Primate was different. Because in Primate, Lucy, who was played by Joni Sokoa, she closed the door behind her. Very unusual. She made smart choices, which is not what we're used to seeing in horror movies. The practical effects and camera effects I thought were solid and excellent and didn't shy away from that gore. To the point you might actually find yourself having to look away at certain points of the movie. Primate is a ruthless horror that delivered on those gore scenes. Although the story was a little bit predictable at times. The movie was clever with deaf actor Troy Kotsur. He played Adam, who was Lucy's father. When he was our central main character on screen, the sound faded to silence, just adding and creating that suspense and tense. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more anxiety moments, edge of your seat moments watching this movie, especially being a horror. There wasn't much of that in this movie. I want to talk about Ben the chimpanzee because he was a very clever chimpanzee at times, because a particular scene, I'm not going to give anything away, but he did kill someone in a car, and after he killed someone in a car, he managed to actually lock it back up. I just thought that was quite clever. I would have liked to have seen Ben a little bit more realistic. I know obviously they're not going to use a real chimpanzee, but I would have liked to have seen the chimpanzee a little bit more realistic, especially this sort of day and age. Although, saying that, when it came to that rage, the look in Ben's eye, you could just tell there was something not right with him, and that fist thumping on that chest, that jaw tearing, it delivered, and the chimpanzee was spot on. It delivered what a chimpanzee would actually be like, although I don't really know. The story for me ran at a steady, entertaining pace. It did slow down a little bit in the middle of the movie. The hour and a half just flew by. But for me personally, I was just expecting a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion. It's going to go straight down the middle for me. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting a little bit more in the story, and I would like to see some small scary moments in there as well, especially with a rage-filled wild chimpanzee running around tearing people's jaws off and stuff like that. I'd like to see a little bit more in there. The movie Primate has a running time of 1 hour 29 minutes long. It's rated an 18 here in the UK. There's no sex or nudity, there's mild profanity, and there is a ton of bloodshed violence in here, so please be warned. I give Primate 3 out of 5 popcorns. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my review for Primate. I've gone straight down the middle with this one. It wasn't a bad watch. It wasn't a good watch either. It was just straight down the middle. If you like this video, please do give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe if you can, because it's all free and it helps the channel to grow. Thank you. Take care, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.